Hi folks, this is Sunny from Graywall Academy. Welcome to the very first tutorial in the series of Java tutorials for beginners. In this tutorial, we're going to be downloading and installing a couple of things. So to download the first thing, which is the JDK, open up a browser and go to Google and search for JDK 1.0 and hit enter. So most likely is going to be the very first link that pops up. So click on this link, and this is the latest version as of 2017. So 1.8, and we're going to be downloading 1.11. So accept license agreement, click on this, and depending on your operating system, download the correct installer. So in my case, I have Windows 64, so I'm going to go ahead and download this and save file. So it's going to take about a few minutes. In the meantime, we can go to Google again and actually search for this link on your browser. So please go to this link. We're going to be downloading Eclipse for version Luna, and hit enter. So it's going to bring you to this page. So we are installing an IDE, which is Eclipse, and version Luna. So here it shows us multiple versions. We're going to be downloading this one, Eclipse IDE for Java EE developers. I'm going to go ahead and download 64-bit because that's the operating system processor I have. So click on this link if you have the same one, and then hit download. Sometimes it pops up a link, but click on this link again, and so it's going to ask you to save this. So I'm going to go ahead and save this on my local computer. So now so it's still downloading this. So this was the previous one. I'm going to just remove this. So this one, JDK, this is downloaded. It's still downloading Eclipse, so we can go ahead and click this link, open up this installer, hit yes. So it's going to take about a couple of minutes to install. I'm sure you guys should be able to install this JDK. So hit next. Everything should be default, guys. This is not rocket science. so so this is going to install at this location, and this location is crucial for us. And hit next again, and now it's installing the JDK 1.8. So it's going to take about a couple of minutes. Let's see the status of our Eclipse. It's almost done. It's only over 40 seconds left. So once this JDK is installed, we need to set our environment variables so that we can use this JDK for coding. So for that, this is almost done. For that, you need to go to your computer. So since this is Windows 10 I have to go from here and go to properties, and this is the page we're looking at. Since I'm using Windows 10, guys, this is how I get to this page. Maybe in your case it's much easier. If you go to my computer, right click and go to properties, should be pretty straightforward, and go to advanced system settings, and then this is going to pop up, and go to environment variables, and this is where we're going to set the variables. So let's check the status of our JDK, and so it's asking us, whether I want to change the destination. No, I want everything default. So just hit next. So it started installing the JDK for us. So once it installs, we need to set the path then. So for that, you need to go to that path. So here it says installing on your C drive. Go to program files and then go to Java, and this is the one you should have on your computer. So double click this and copy this path. I'm just copying this, and here once you come here, just under system variables, hit this button which is new, click on this and type in java underscore home, and for the value put that thing. So this is your value and this is your variable, and hit OK. So you should be seeing something like this, java home, and this is the value. So let's check the status of our JDK. So I think it's installed successfully. Just close it. And now the next thing, once we put java home, we want to change the path as well, because for us to run our programs successfully, your path needs to be set with the proper JDK. So as you can see in system variables, you have path. So just double click on this. You may not see this view on your PC. You probably see something like this, but again it's the same thing. All you want to do is, even if you have something like this, you want to add a new variable, a new value, or you can go here and just put semicolon, and put a person sign, java, type in java underscore home, and then person sign, and put a backslash, and then put bin. So this is what you need, guys. You want to set this at the very end or at the very front, depending on if you have a different Java, then at the very front. So in my case, I have different versions of Java, so I have set it in the very front. You can do the same thing as well. If you only have one Java version, just do it at the very end. It doesn't make a difference. So now I'm just gonna set OK. I'm just gonna press OK, and that's it. So it's set my variables. Now it knows it has to check the JDK 1.8 whenever it runs the program. So now I'm gonna check the status of my Eclipse. So I think it's already downloaded over here. So I'm just gonna go to the download folder, right click, open containing folder. So here I have this folder. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna double click on this. Since I have WinRAR installed on my PC, I'm gonna take this Eclipse and unzip over here. So it's going to take about a few minutes to unzip. Again, it depends on your PC, if how much RAM you have. I have 16 GB of RAM, so it's pretty fast. So once that's done, all I want to show you guys is a small hello world program, so that you can see everything runs fine. You have the proper JDK, you have the proper IDE installed on your PC. So it's almost done. So just so you guys know, I'm gonna be making a tutorial every day in this series, so just stay tuned for my tutorials. Okay, so now I have unzipped this folder, Eclipse. So just double click on this. So as you can see, you have some stuff over here. We don't care about most of the stuff. The only thing we care about is this eclipse.exe, this installer, this application. What we want to do is, either you can right click and send as a desktop, create shortcut on your desktop, or you can run eclipse.exe application from here all the time. So it's much more convenient if you actually put this shortcut on the desktop, because then you're just gonna go on the desktop and run that from here, or you can come to this folder and run eclipse.exe every time you want to run Eclipse. So let's say for this time I want to run this. So I'm just gonna go here, double click this. So everything is fine. If you set your path, if you set your Java home correctly in your environment variables, you shouldn't see any problems. So this should load up properly. I'm just going to close this. I'm going to close this as well. And here's going to ask you for the workspace. So the workspace, guys, is just the place where you're going to be storing all your classes, all your programs and stuff. So I'm just going to name this as workspace Graywall Academy. And either you can put this as the default or you can just leave it unchecked, and in that case it's going to ask you every time you open this Eclipse. So hit OK. Oh, it's already in use. I already have this workspace, so I'm just going to say workspace, maybe something dummy. The first time I'm creating this workspace, so let's create dummy -1. You can name whatever you want. So hit OK. So it's gonna load up Eclipse for us. Okay, so this is Eclipse, guys. Everything is okay about this. So that means your paths are set properly. So now the next thing we want to do is we want to go to our workbench. So click this button, and so now we just want to run a very simple hello world program just to see everything is working fine. So what we want to do is first we want to change the view. Right now it's Java EE. I will explain to you guys what this means. Just go to this open perspective, click on this, and this is going to pop up, and then go to Java. So now once this is selected, then go to File, New, Java Project, and name this project whatever you want, Hello World, maybe something like that. And this is already preset 1.8 for us. You can use this, but I'm just going to say use the one that's already preset for you. And then hit next and finish. Okay, so this is your project, Hello World. Now we just want to test, everything is set properly. So we're going to write a class. So here I'm just going to write a main class. I'm going to explain everything, guys, in the next tutorial. In this tutorial I just want to show you everything works fine. You have downloaded and installed everything correctly. So just name it main and select this as well and hit finish. So this is going to show up, and now all you want to do is just put system.out.println hello world. Oops, hello world, and semicolon, save this. And now to run this, we just have to press this button, and now look at this. So it shows on the console, shows hello world. So if you see this hello world on your console, that means everything is installed, downloaded, installed correctly. There are no issues. But if you have any issues, maybe still to your specific version of the JDK, or the version of Eclipse you have is something messed up, or your path is not correctly set or something, in that case leave me a comment. I'll definitely look into it and reply back as soon as possible. So guys, if you guys like this tutorial, please subscribe, and just wait for my second tutorial of this. Thank you so much.